5, Judd Trump to break.
The crunch half of the match begins. You know, merely by turning up in Bolton, Trump took his prize money for the season, over £400,000. It's been a golden time. But he's only satisfied with trophies, and if he's to remain in contention for this one, he has to put in a special second half. Capable of doing so, but Murphy will be tough to budge.
Yeah, terrific atmosphere there tonight as the players re-entered the arena.
Rainbow.
Huge roar. Oh, it's not been like him of late to miss that type of shot. Yes, he had to power it, but we know he has
Judd Trump
plenty
1.
of that in reserve.
One.
Murphy's most recent victory over Trump was over this distance. 6-5 in the last 16 of the UK Championship last season. Then he was 5-3 down. Roared back to win, Trump scoring 5 points in total in the last 3 frames. This time Murphy has to bear the pressure of being the front runner.
16. $17. $24.
Yeah, it's been an incredible period of domination by Judd, hasn't it, of late, obviously. But the thing about the modern game with the players that are going about, there's always someone ready to step up with the talent and the tenacity to take you on. Yeah, it's good to see Shaun looking very tuned in tonight, and he's played lovely so far, hasn't he? That was an important frame, the one before the interval. He's getting it done because he would have felt, would have deserved a 3-1 advantage.
Horrible implement this, the swan neck. But it serves a purpose.
Yeah, Shaun's not culpable of anything here. That was a terrific shot. Known in the trade as a good baden. A perfectly good shot, that. I was disappointed. These fellas, when they don't
Shaun Murphy, 32.
win frames in one hit, but you can't do it all the time. But a good safety. Keep Judd pinned. Wonder if he has designs on a 4-ball plant here.
One.
Yeah, well played.
Rambo.
Now you just got to nail this cue ball tight to it, the brown. Well done.
Judd, Trump, 1.
Yeah, the shot made easier by the close position of brown and green. Murphy's in trouble here. He was in trouble. Millimetre perfect.
Yeah, that was your old landing like a butterfly with sore feet, wasn't it, on the red? Beautiful shot.
I was thinking, though, even before the interval, Alan, isn't this match what the Champion of Champions is all about? Pitting the best against each other in a one-table environment for a big prize. It's a quarter-final, it could be a final.
Yeah, that's about as wild as it gets in the Shaun Murphy queue. Or queues. Yeah, very fortunate. Just got Judd on the ropes at the moment. 4-1 wouldn't be insurmountable. And he's very much got his back to the wall. Well, one bad turn deserves another.
Well, that wasn't naughty snooker, that was detention snooker.
Yeah, that could be not
4.
just a game or a frame changer, that could be a match changer.
Five.
What an outrageous, outlandish fluke it was, and it could lead, as Alan said, to plenty.
Yeah, it looks even more outlandish from this view,
12.
doesn't it?
13.
This was Murphy's reaction. Yeah, resigned. You know, in the 80s, a large group of professional players were convinced that Steve Davis was lucky. In the
20.
90s, they were convinced that Stephen Hendry was lucky. And these days, you hear people say Judd Trump is lucky. Of course he isn't.
21.
But in that instance, boy, he was.
Yes, I agree about the Stephen thing. They were lucky and good. More good than lucky, you've got to say, absolutely.
8.
A lot of players down the years, it's easy to feel a wee bit of guilt when you get such a fluke like that, but Judd feels absolutely no remorse when that happens.
29.
You've got to make it count. Yes, and if frame 3 is anything to go by, it was a similar-ish position.
31.
Yes, he trailed by a few more at
32.
the time, Judd, but when he got his chance like this, made no mistake.
Just thinking about that famous Gary Player quote, the more I practice, the luckier I get. He
39.
must have put in 18 hours straight to get that fluke.
40.
Yeah, this sort of is it. It looks like breakfast, lunch and dinner, doesn't it, for Judd Trump? But this is where the 22
46.
wins in a row come in handy.
47.
He's been used to doing it, and when you get into that habit of clearing up, which he's been doing in the last 5 or 6 weeks, it just becomes another day at the office and just roll on and keep
53.
ploughing on. But Shaun, you've got to remain positive, playing lovely himself.
54.
The yellow is frame ball.
57. 59.
I love the fact he's done this. This is how it's supposed to be. No room for guilt.
62.
Yeah, the fluke's one thing, but you knew that Judd was going to always remain positive. Staying positive doesn't guarantee things will turn out okay,
66.
as long as you're okay with how things turn out. And you're not fretting about
71.
falling behind in matches, anything like that. You just keep ploughing on, and he's gotten the job done again.
77.
Back to 1 behind.
It was fluky, then it was fabulous. And the frame falls to Judd Trump. Shaun Murphy's lead halved. It's now 3-2. Sometimes
Thank you.
a match that has got a
Frame
lot of
6.
hype and a lot of
Shaun
expectation
Murphy to break.
doesn't really live up to those expectations, but this has got the feel of a classic in the making. 3-2 to Murphy, looking to re-establish that 2-frame buffer.
Yeah, cue ball tight to the cushion, good length on the cue ball, but he's left the half baller. Ooh, not this time. It would have felt good. He had a little dip of the head just after it. When it was halfway there, the cue ball, he would have thought, yeah, I like the feel of this and the look of it. Yeah, quite happy. He'll be happy enough with Believe. Played this shot earlier, didn't he? Almost identical. Didn't quite have all of the pocket to aim at. Oh, and a gift for Judd. Amazing how much more difficult that shot is because of the red that's near the pocket. If it wasn't there, it was a 9 out of 10 for Shaun.
1. Eight. 9.
He's going in. And this time it's wrong. Barring a double, it's end a break. Good connection, wasn't it? But sometimes it's deadened by a sort of 4-ball plant in there. No, he took the risk. Thinking about it. Yeah, just as far as the double goes, he's just too compromised with his cue ball. With the pink there, he'd have to go deep on the cue ball. So. But he's playing it.
Judge round 14.
Yeah, the gaps there. Judd's shoulders drooped. Oh, there it is.
He was convinced there was value in the double trump, but there was also an element of risk.
One.
The applause there, Alan, warranted. That wasn't easy at all, and especially the way he's controlled the cue ball.
Seven. 8.
Didn't go well last time round. Shot into the bunch, just checking if there's a possible plant on. If there's any risk of it, he can't play it. It's not a plant, it's like a 3-ball plant come cannon sort of thing that is concerning him. Just brushing out the middle red of the 3. Doesn't like it. Oh, that is absolutely beautiful. The way he played that.
13.
Soft full ball cannon, just caress the red to the left there. Exactly as played.
14. $90. $20.
Yeah, whether it'll have any bearing on the result of this match this evening, I'm not sure, but it's definitely the case that Judd is more accustomed to pin drop pressure. You're a pin drop out there, but the pressure is ramping up all the time in this match. But he's so used to it at the moment.
$25.
Yes, and while he was lucky with the fluke in the previous frame, of course, he wasn't fortunate with that split at all. It was a well-played shot. Deserved more. Looking at it from here, doesn't seem too bad, but it's really, really thin. And with hampered cueing as well. Well done, but the holding of the cue ball proved
26.
beyond him.
Judd Trump 26.
Such a battler these days. Didn't have it in the infancy of his career, Judd. He really didn't. He didn't have any of this sort of stuff, but he's getting harder and harder to play against all the time. Great shot. Well played.
Yeah, that's twice since the interval. Trump's played a layup snooker behind a ball colour, seemingly very well, and Murphy's escaped with aplomb.
Shouldn't have a problem with the figure of 8 here behind green. But it's got to get the baulk cushion, got to get close to it. Yeah. Possible plant.
He's the complete package, Trump. Wonderfully heavy scorer, great potter. And as Alan said, the tactical aspect of the game has been embraced by him. And that was a shot that one of Shaun Murphy's best mates on tour, Mark Selby, would have been proud of.
Yeah, the red pots, and he can get a good hold of the cue ball to find the gap. Oh, this time. I thought for a horrible second, from a Judd Trump point of view, I thought the red was going to be closer to left corner. That was special, really was. It's one of those, if you don't pot that catching it thin, you're sticking it over the pocket.
There's some working out to do, but essentially
Green
they
ball.
are all there. There's no obvious stumbling block.
Four. Five.
Those last couple of shots are typical of Shaun Murphy, trying to get the blood flowing
12.
back in the cue arm again by punching them both in. Almost anti Mark Williams style. Everyone sort of goes about this type of situation a different way. Shaun likes to feel like he's bossing the cue ball. And this time, oh, Shaun.
30.
He just got himself caught in a kerfuffle there. I mean, he's got a simple drop through. Yes, low in the black's not ideal. He just got himself mixed up there. It's not even so much a bad shot, it's just bad thought process. That's all that was. Here we go then, it's black to far corner. No hiding place, got to make it.
Shaun Murphy, 13.
We all thought he would make more than that. Murphy coming to terms with the fact that in a moment or two he should be all square.
1. Seven. Eight.
.41 ahead, so
40.
this red and any colour, and Murphy needs snookers.
15. $21. 22. $20. 29.
He'll be locking the feel of this now. He knows it's not a time to take anything for granted, and he most certainly will not. But 3-1 down at the mid-session interval is a time where you can
34.
become a little anxious against an opponent of Murphy's quality. Now it's all square,
36.
and basically the match is distilled to a best of 5.
$39. 43. $48. 54.
I think that might be a broken pocket camera. It was played with such force. A typical Trump exhibition shot. And these two are putting on quite an exhibition of match play excellence.